or to be in specific condition, then only we use this on cell edit, right?
Yeah, this is for
Yeah,
the list view.
mainly on the list view. Like if you open dot list or if you are seeing the records in list view, then on-cell edits work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Not on
just
the form mainly.
Okay, not on the form.
Yeah.
So just to recap, so in client scripts we have on load, on change, on submit, and on cell edit. So wherein on load is where you can actually give the alerts, or you can actually uh, populate the values on the fields on load of the form. And coming to on change, whenever a field value is changing, so we have to specify the field name. For in our example we took state, so whenever the state is changing, so that particular code gets executed. So you can mention any uh, particular field. On that particular field the code gets executed, the script will execute. And then on submit, which is used for validating on saving of the form, saving the form. And coming to on cell edit, which works for the list view of the table. And again this is a field specific, so we will be giving the field name over here. On change of which field this should work. And then in this particular client side scripting we have glide form and glide user. So in our most of the examples we have seen glide form. So what exactly a glide user is? So now we are actually having suppose let's say
I
just
think you're not sharing
Honestly,
the
we are
screen.
unable to see.
oh sorry. Yeah, I just wrote this. And now let me just show you glide user methods. So for the glide user, you'll actually get the users, means the logged in users first name, last name, and like this. If you see g underscore user dot first name, so the first name is where the logged in user's first name, it gets the value of the current user's first name. And you also have get full name, and you have the last name, client data, username, user id. So in these glide user, the most what we'll be using, the most methods which we use are has role and has role exactly, has role from list. So these three methods. So what are those? Has role, has role exactly, exactly, and then has role from list. So what does this has role does is it checks for the logged in user. Suppose he's having an role called ITIL. So if the user is having ITIL role, then our state field should be visible. Okay, so how does this work is, so we'll be getting the value of the user. So g underscore user dot, you'll be specifying has role, and then you'll be specifying the ITIL role. So whenever the user is having the ITIL role, then a field should be visible, which is state. Then you'll be mentioning that. Coming to has role exactly, what does this has role exactly does is, so if let's take a user is having ITIL role, which is only one role, has role exactly, and then the state field should be visible. The has role works for the ITIL role and the admin role as an admin role. Coming to has role exactly, this exactly works only to the specific role whatever you have mentioned. It even doesn't work for the admin role as well. So the main difference between the has role and has role exactly is has role will work for the specified role and admin role. Has role exactly will only work for the specified role. So whatever role you specify here, only for that particular role it will be executed. Even for the admin it doesn't work. And coming to the has role from list is where you'll be specifying set of roles. In these set of roles, and if this is true, only then this script should execute. Then you can specify has role from list. So these are the three main methods which we use in the glide user. So am I clear?
Yeah, let me add to that. So consider a scenario like there is a form or an application. So only my managers or only the users with specific role have to view this form. Then you will write a UI policy. I mean, you will write a client script to make sure they can see or they cannot see, or by using all those functions specifically. So yeah, hope it is clear to everyone. Yeah. Okay.
So adding on to that, let me just share you an Excel. I mean, like I want you all to create an Excel like that. Just so that it will be easy to you all. I'll just share my screen. So if you see here, uh, try to create an Excel where you have a method name, what exactly the definition, syntax, and try writing two examples. Okay, so we have 60 methods. So for each, suppose let's take a method called add decoration. What does that do? It adds an icon on the fields label. So what is the syntax of that? How do you exactly write that? And two examples like glide form glide g underscore form dot add decoration for this particular field, which is icon star, and preferred member. Again, add decoration, add error message. So you can actually create an Excel in which you have all those methods. So instead of you Google everything and creating a script, you can actually create an Excel so that it will be easy for your further preparations. And also I'll be posting the assignment, and make sure you do those assignments so that you come up with your new requirements, or you come up with ideas, or you can actually you'll get many doubts, or you'll be asking many queries. So I'll be always be available in the chat, so you can post me any query at any point of time. I'll be there. So once if the client side scripting is done, then we can move on to the server side scripting. So the next session, let's keep it on Sunday. Sunday, uh, let's take 9 a.m. IST, 9 a.m. CST, sorry, 9 a.m. CST, 9 a.m. CST.
Hope the time works for everyone, right? So, in that session, we'll cover server side scripting.
And in the client-side scripting, we also have catalog client scripts and UI policies.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that
once the
thing.
practice,
And
yeah, this week we'll complete the client side and next week we'll complete the server side scripting.
yeah,
So tomorrow, the whole day you can actually practice that. Let's wrap up the session. Any queries?
yeah, and also we'll give the scenarios as an assignment for this week, and also we'll give the link to the JavaScript complete course. So this week, let's focus on scripting part completely. By next Friday, we should be ready with all the scripting questions, and also server side and client side will be done with the most of the parts,
Yeah.
and we can work on scenarios from the coming weeks.
And in your, so we have a Code Academy, which is uh, a website where you can actually learn the code of JavaScript. So I guess I have here. Mm, Let me just see Code Academy. So in which you can practice the JavaScript. So which you can actually, it's easy to log in and free course. Yeah, if you see here the syllabus, so it explains the introduction to the JavaScript, variables and conditional statements, functions, scope, arrays, loops, iterators, and objects. So you can actually go through this particular Code Academy course, which is free of cost. You can log in and do the scripting. So here they'll be giving the scripting part, and here you can actually learn and you can execute that. You all can actually log in into that and try doing that in this week so that you'll be having a grip in the JavaScript. Yeah, so thank you all for joining. Thanks.